easements within the perimeters of the development on North Live Oak Street and Kennedy, next to the church's soccer field.
Explain the planning process and if somebody's redeveloping a site, how that works. Maybe that's a starting point for the question.
So when, if they're replanting a piece of property, they can remove certain easements. If they're, I am not sure what easements you're talking about, but they can remove certain easements, but they cannot leave them dead end. So they have to make sure if they are city easements, they have to make sure that they are routed to the right location. They cannot just terminate it, or they cannot just cut off someone's water supply, or they cannot take away some center point easement. Do you want to go in details of that?
It's very important to the area that you discussed replanting. It's a great concern in the area.
So, in this area, most of the land is unplatted. So, if someone has to subdivide their property or, say, create smaller townhomes, they do have to come for replatting, which means they'll submit it for the approval of planning commission. So, it comes through planning department. A developer would propose a land plan in which they will probably cut out some streets, provide lots. Lots, by lots I mean cut out for townhomes, if they are townhomes. If it's a multi-family, they'll still do some sort of private streets, but those won't be public streets. If they're doing townhomes, they can still do private streets. Those are called shared driveways. That's what is happening mostly in this area. Shared driveways are easements which allow from like public street, they'll go into these private easements. Those are called shared driveways, and then they'll access those townhomes. So they have to do that process. It takes about, once after submitting to the planning department looks for compliance with the ordinance, and then it goes to planning commission for approval, which could take anywhere from 30 days to 90 days to get approved. And then it gets recorded, and after recordation of that plat, they can start building. However, they can start site improvements before they have platted a piece of property. They cannot lay down any streets before. Streets, by streets I mean private easements or private streets. They can't lay down those before platting. But once it is platted, that's when they will start.
Replanting can override a 10-year statute of limitation, your 20-year, your 30-year statute of limitation on our fences.
On your fences?
Correct, our property line.
So property line, they cannot plat anything from your property. They will only be able to plat what they own. So there's a fence there. If it's in your property, they won't be able to touch it or anything. They will be only able to do something on their property, nothing on anyone else's property.
But that is, if it's 10 years or less, is that correct? On the 10-year statute of limitation?
I'm not sure about that.
I think maybe if I'm interpreting what you're asking is that, let's say that somebody else owns a property next to mine and haven't done anything with it, for example, and I put a fence in part of that property line, can they come back 10, 20 years later and replat and move that encroachment that I put in there? Is there a grandfathering, if you will?
No, there is no grandfathering.
There is no grandfather?
There is no grandfathering.
So the fences have to go down then?
If it's not on your property, if it's in someone else's property, it can go down. Yeah.
Thank you.